I really appreciate it if you would all go and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell your friends about us. Go and buy a hoodie maybe. That would be great. So yeah, I was a bit bored while I'm sat in the tractor, so I haven't done any filming for a while, guys. It will all become clear next week, and I'll explain what's going on and some of that. So I kind of got bored tonight and thought that my field had been subsoiled and we hadn't planted anything in it for 2 weeks nearly, or 10 days or so. And all the clods and stuff from the back of the subsoiler had all sort of started baking hard on the field. So yeah, I thought I'd come out here and just flatten it down and try and get some of the clods broken up with the carrier. So yeah, I just wanted to say hello. I want you lot to come and say hello. I want everyone to come and say hello and tell me what you're up to and say how you are and stuff. And yeah, Agri Josh. Hello, how are you, mate? You alright? What are you up to, Agri Josh? Good evening, Ian. How are you? I hope you're well, my friend. Hopefully I've got enough battery power in my phone to last the night. Last a good live. Barry. Hello, Barry. I'm good, mate. I hope you're well. What are you up to, Barry? Yeah, I haven't been doing much filming lately, so as of next week that'll all change. Not doing much currently. Sitting with your feet up, Agri Josh, I hope. Have you been working hard or are you sat in the tractor now, Agri Josh, with your feet up? So yeah, I haven't been doing much filming. All will become clear next week. I'll do some, we should hopefully have a video out Monday. And then going back to normal sort of thing. So been filming like mad, and I'm good, Barry. I hope you're well. Yeah, Barry, I got a bit bored, mate. I got a bit bored of looking at my clods on the potato field. So where we're talking about having a frost tonight, Barry, I thought I'd just get out here and smash it down quickly with the carrier, try and break up some of the clods that are all on the surface before Grumpy Grandad gets his basilier out tomorrow afternoon, maybe. We're hoping for rain so the beet can grow. I know, mate. Look, you can see all the dust behind me. Look at that, look. Tractor's all covered in it, Chris. Tractor's caked in dust. Look at it flying off that. So yeah, you know, there's obviously still some moisture in there because look, it goes from white to brown. So all them clods and stuff on the surface there are all we're all starting to bake hard in the cold, windy weather that we've been having, and I thought I'd better do something about that. So here I am out here at 7 o'clock at night, living the dream. Chris, have you finished all your planting? You got all your beet in? How long have they been in? I've got a field of sugar beet there. We could go and have a look at that, really. I don't know if any of mine have germinated yet or not. Chris, every time it rains, the wind then dries it all out. So I'm with you, Chris. I could kind of wish for 3/4 of an inch of rain this way sometime soon would be great. But I don't think we're going to get it. I think it's just going to be like this. It's still going to be like this. Even over the weekend, it's going to be like this. So GoPro's now going off because I've been doing some filming on that. Ready for Monday next week. The legend that is Mrs. Farmer has been doing some editing for me. So spring barley all done here. Just left work and we've got drizzle. That is all it is at the minute, Ian. I don't know if you're getting any substantial amount of rain down your way, but it keeps just drizzling here for an afternoon and being... there we go, missed it. And being annoying more than anything. A wet day with no rain, if that makes sense, Ian. Wet day with no rain. With the cold temperatures, we are expecting a frost here tonight. Matthew Barber, good to see I'm busy. Yeah, I'm not that busy. I am busy, but I'm not that busy, Matthew. It's too bloody cold to be planting. So, what's Ian saying? The engine in one of our tractors has just blown a... God, no. That's not good, Ian. I hope it all sorts itself out, but obviously you're going to have a new head gasket in you. Yeah, I know, Matthew. You don't have to adjust your grammar with me, mate. If we can just talk English, that would be great, Matthew, wouldn't it? Matthew, how's Lord Barnett getting on with his potato fields? I bet he's ready to get some in, isn't he? Nearly ready to get some in. Yeah, if you don't get any rain, it's been in 2 weeks now. If you don't get any rain in the next few days, it's going to be re-drilled. It will sit there, Chris, will it? Will it just sit there, Chris? It will just sit there stale. Sugar beet's pretty resilient, isn't it? It will. I mean, the seed will just sit in the ground until it gets some moisture. It won't die out, will it? I mean, or do you need? Agri Josh, not working on a farm at the moment. Oh, that's rubbish, dude. Why not? What have you changed your hand to, Agri Josh? Weeks have gone backwards, Matthew. I know. With a frost, Matthew, have you done any of your? Oh no, Chris, the ground is capping. Yeah, righto. All right, Chris. Yeah, have they chitted then, Chris? Chris, have you been chitted? And it might be a good person to ask here, but I don't know, Chris. If your ground caps, can you go out there and roll it? Can you get like a Cambridge roll across your beet field and try and break that crust up? Engine is buggered. That's my expert diagnosis. Did you like this, Ian? Stick your finger in there and go, yeah, that's had it. Hopefully not one of your frontline tractors, Ian. Fingers crossed. I know that head gaskets do go on John Deere's, don't they? It's not unheard of. We've all been there and done that. So people keep messaging me now. Somebody from Russia maybe has just put a comment on there, and I can't read what that says. I need a translator on there to tell me what it is. Oh, Angry Josh, you're still at school then? Hang on a minute, I'm bouncing across the road here. Let me get myself spun round. Ah, bouncing. My eyesight's getting worse, guys. You'll all be pleased to know that once handsome, virile young lad is now turning into an old timer. Daniel James, wheat price going up, thankfully. I know that is not really a consolation, is it? But the wheat price is moving a little bit, which is good. Evening, Thomas. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Hope you're good, buddy. What have I missed one? Well, the thing is, I'm 16. Yeah, okay. Starting Monday, Matthew. Starting Monday, planting. Weeks have gone backwards. Starting planting Monday. John has got his own planter, isn't he? He is going to plant some of his own, isn't he, Matthew? So, Norfolk and good. Hello, just got in. Yeah, well, I kind of was wondering. Hello there, nice tractor. Cheers, Peter. This is, well, sort of one of my oldest tractors now, really. It's the one with the most hours on it, but it's the only one I've bought from new. So, obviously, I've got new tractors turning up on farming next week's video. So, I've actually got 3 new tractors to show you all on film next week. So, hopefully, some videos on that. Matthew Barber, give you a shout tomorrow, Dan. Yeah, no worries. You're off to go and get drunk, Matthew, I should think. And you got a bottle of wine open at the dinner table. I hope you're well, Thomas Stedman. I hope you're good, mate. I know I talk to you quite a lot on YouTube and stuff. And forgive me for not having a video out for a little while. So that'll all change next week, hopefully. And we'll explain next week. Cracking on with field work. Yeah, isn't it nice? This is the best part of the day, really. No phone calls, nothing. Mrs. Farmer constantly texting me, which is nice. Nobody ringing me up for weird and wonderful things that they broken, lost or need, you know. So, yeah, Peter Woods, thanks mate. Yeah, lovely machine. It's done 6,500 hours now, but I still love this tractor. I just wish we'd had a Vario instead of the direct drive. A Vario instead of the direct drive on this thing, because the one I tried on demo, Daniel James, ever considered anything other than the John Deere? Well, funny you should say that, Daniel James. Go and check out the videos next week, and we'll explain. You'll see what we bought. I mean, a lot of people know I've kind of given the game away a little bit, but I won't say any more. But there's new tractor. Hopefully my new tractor will turn up next week, Daniel James. New tractor turning up next week. So fingers crossed that comes. I know they were doing a proper job of it to make it nice for me. So, and then I had 2 more new tractors turn up. When did they turn up? Wednesday? What's today? Today's Wednesday. Monday I think they turned up. And they'll be in the videos next week, Daniel. So, yeah, we definitely have considered other things other than John Deere. I do like my Deere still, mate. I do like these. Can't go wrong with a John Deere, can you? I know they've got their foibles, but right, we've got loads of people commenting now. That's awesome. What are you doing, Thomas Stedman? What are you doing field work wise? I'd like to know what you're up to. It has grown, but just bent the seed over. Could try rolling it light land, not heavy though. That's what I wondered, Chris. I wondered if you could just go out there with a Cambridge roll. You want like a 22-inch or 20-inch roll, don't you? Not too heavy, not too heavy, not too big and clumbersome. Norfolk and good. We'll miss next week's vids. Going on holiday to New Mexico for US. Alright, Norfolk, keep your eyes peeled. I'll do a special live for you next week while you're in New Mexico, enjoying yourself. How rude. Do you need anyone to hold your bags, mate? I'll be finished planting by then. Hopefully if the weather warms up. When a tractor is rolling on and comes to an abrupt stop midfield as smoke flows from the engine, it wanted to be seized. Well, you know, poor old Ian. Oh no. Send me some pictures on Instagram, Ian. Say if it's got holes in it, send us some photos over. George, how are you, mate? I hope you're good. You're probably working in the field not far from me, as the crow flies. I'll put my drone up and see if I can see you, George. What are you up to tonight, George? Doing bits. Chris, yeah, I know there's no money in farming, but it's not all as it appears, Chris. So, as you'll see next week on the videos, it's not all as it appears. You know, it's not as clear cut as spending money, mate. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get a new to us tractor. So yeah, keep watching, Chris. Keep watching. Yeah, I'll give you a little hint, Chris. My old man, I left him loose the other day with my Cheffins login details. So you all know what happened on Saturday, don't you? So I was like, oh no, what now? What now? So that will become apparent now. So yeah, I thought I'd try and do a live at a certain time of day and see how it went. Sorry guys, I'm getting naked because I'm getting hot. Ugh. That's better. I bought a 7810 in. Oh, why would I buy a 7810? I'd love to buy a 7810. I wish I'd bought my cousin's 7810 when I had the chance. I wish I'd bought that when I had the chance. It only made 12 grand at sale. £12,000 for a 7810, and I was like, oh man, you restore that or give it a lick of polish, then it would be worth a fortune. But it had done 12 or 13,000 hard hours, so it had a fair life. I've actually been offered 2 7810s, Ian, in my lifetime. I got offered one from a slurry company once before, and I was like, how many times has it been round the clock? And I reckon it had done 30,000 hours, but they still wanted 25 grand for it. I was like, there is no way. There is no way. So it was in rough shape and they still wanted silly money for it. They offered it to me, but I turned it down. There's no way I was going to buy that for that sort of price. So yeah, 7810 would be good. Front suspension, 50k, Vario gearbox, you name it, we'll get on it. Norfolk and good. got to take wife with me unless unless I can lose her at Heathrow. Will be very warm over there. I am staying on a chili farm and helping out there for a few days, mate. Norfolk, that sounds awesome. New Mexico, I've never been anywhere other than Daytona in Florida. I've been to obviously Orlando and Daytona and stuff, and Miami and Key West, but I've only ever explored Florida, which is kind of like the most touristy bit of America. So rather than getting into the sticks and actually meeting real people, I'd quite like to go to Colorado, somewhere like Colorado, and do some skiing out there, but talking money, mega money to go skiing in Colorado. So yeah, I can't say that word on here, Ian, otherwise I give the game away. Hopefully, Ian, it is, hopefully, mate. Hopefully it turns up. But I mean, I spoke to him. Oh, well, I went and had a look at it the other day. Hello, Elaine. Elaine, have I got that right? Helen. Hello, how you doing? What are you up to? And George, don't be lazy, George. Go. That's not going to keep the wheels of industry turning, is it, George? Lovely beach. What tractor? I'm on a 6190, my friend, with lovely beach chairs. What a name! Oh, sorry, putting you up again. Yeah, so Ian, I can't say that word on here, or otherwise I'll give it away, you know, but our little secret until the video comes out next week. But Ian, I went and saw it the other day, and it was it was having a service and having some bits and pieces sorted out on it. And yeah, I wish I hadn't looked at it now, because I was like, oh man. But they have to look worse before they get better, don't they, sometimes? But yeah, no, I can't wait. Hopefully it'll be here with us next week, Ian. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I'll come for a drive down, Ian. Say hello in it, shall I? Seems it'll be quick to get down there, won't it? Kit Hayward, hello. How you doing? Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, Grumpy Grandad bought the Massey 1200, mate. Oh yeah. Jesus, what do you all think to that 1200 price? Did it make 59,900 or something with the commission on top of it? 59,000 something quid. Jesus, that was expensive, wasn't it? Oh. You're on lovely beach chairs. I'm on Farming Sim 22. Well, I'm kind of doing, you know, and wouldn't it be great if I could just steer the 6190 with the controller? That would be mega. Yeah, I will be flying around, George. Yeah, I will be. You know, Beardy's got them. I call them unicorn lights on his wing mirrors on his New Holland. But I bought 2 of them to go straight on it. So as soon as it turns up, I'll put them on, and they've got a little remote on them as well, so you can have them dancing as well. So another little product from UTV, which is mega. So as soon as they come, then obviously, haven't spoken to you in a long time, Martin. Well, you said you were going to say something quirky about 10 minutes ago when I spoke to you on the phone, didn't you? Martin bought the 1200. If everyone wants to know, Martin's got a Massey fetish, and he just couldn't help himself. You bought the little push one, didn't you, Martin? Am I in a Massey? Lovely beach chairs. No, I'm not in a Massey. I'm in the Deer, man. I wouldn't drive a Massey, you know me better than that. Got no weight on the front here. And obviously when we bought this, I got a 6 metre carrier on the back there, lovely beach chairs. I've got the 6.5 metre carrier on the back there, buddy. Yeah, I don't really have time to go play Farming Simulator because I'm always playing Farming Simulator. Ian, pimp my tractor. Oh yeah, I can't wait to put them little UTV lights on. They look mega. I mean, I really am not that kind of kind of farmer really that I want to show off too much, but I actually did fancy some of them, so I bought some. They also sent me 4 flashing lights as well because I needed some of them. So anyone wants anything from UTV, obviously we've got the 5% discount code to put in. I think it's Fenlander or Fenland. Put the code Fenland in and you get 5% discount at UTV, so that's all good. Oh, hang on, let me just turn around. I think I'm just about done this field now, so we'll move on to the next one. There we go. These carriers need a little stop on, so I can just hit me spool valve and just dump it down again. Right, what have we got? George, you'll be talking the fens with some flashing sticks. George, it'll be like when you go to a raid. But I know you're not that old, eh, George? So you like going to tractor runs and stuff, and you see the, let's say tossers, the dossers turn up with all their flashing lights on. Yes, George, that'll be me. You can give me a rude sign next time you see me. What's Martin said? He hasn't got enough taste to own a Massey. My dad, I actually learned to drive on a Massey 590. So when I was a wee nipper with a tie trailer with about 4 or 8 different sections of sides and a tailboard and everything with a load of carrots on. So yeah, little 8-ton tie trailers. So I actually learned to drive. I cut my teeth on a Massey 590. So and this is what I've always said before, you know, I never ever turn my nose up at any manufacturer at all, because you never know when you're going to buy one, you know. So I've always said that stuff goes around, comes around, and yeah, like John Deere, I mean, we always used to be Massey, then we were David Brown, and then we were, well, Case went to David Brown went to Case, didn't they? So, and then from Case we went to John Deere. So evening, Will Midway, I just got in from actually doing some spring grass work. Well, that is an advantage to start doing stuff. I mean, I know the other month, a friend of mine down that way, he said you had 5 inches of rain down there. So Chris Bagley, what did you put a message on there and it's gone again? So I can't. If it's red, leave it in the shed. Apart from a 135. Yeah, Martin, you should know all about that, shouldn't you? With your 135s. Ian, I think you should go and break something else. Mind you, Father will keep me at distance for a while just in case. Yeah, don't come up here, Ian. If you're going around blowing engines up and stuff, don't. Basil here, mate. And seems it's been what? 10 days or so since we last come in the field. It's been two and a half weeks, maybe 3 weeks since I subsoiled this field, and I came in and had a look today. And all of my mud was drying out, so I thought I'll come up here and just try and smash some of the clods about George a little bit. No real interest in doing anything other than that. That's not leveling the field out or anything. As you can probably see beside me, I have planted some spuds already, so if I don't soon pull my finger out and get on and start planting, some most of the field will have to be sprayed at a different time. So right, I'm not ending the video yet. The Dapper Farmer, thanks mate. Eric, how are you? I hope you're well, buddy. It's been a while since I spoke to you, and I hope you're good. Let me just fold these up, guys. You lot see, I don't really know how to do these, but I think I've got it right. Just like that, I think. Yeah, who's put Norfolk? Yeah, Norfolk. Anna's hole has dried out, and I went and drilled it the other day with some winter wheat. Wish me luck with that one, eh? So yeah, mid-April, and I drilled it with Skyfall. So if anything comes of it, I'll be amazed. But Grumpy Grandad said there's not enough there to claim any kind of SFI things and stuff for it. So he said just get the drill on and go and drill the bugger. So that's what I've done. And we'll see if anything comes of it. Martin Johnson, what happened to the handlebar mustache? Well, the handlebar mustache still hasn't occurred yet. Yeah, I know, George. My cousin Ollie's out planting spuds. He's not planting around here yet, is he? So I don't think it's... I mean, I think, George, if I put them in the ground, I think they'd be okay. But I still think somebody else has just said that their sugar beet has kind of come up and then capped and gone back down again. So what do? Do you plant them in the real cold soil, George, or do you just like wait a few weeks or a week or so and just see if the weather warms up? But it doesn't look like it's going to warm up. I mean, we're talking a -1 here tonight. Norfolk good, yeah, good luck with that. Skyfall this late, yeah, I know. Norfolk, yeah. I don't really know what I was thinking, but Dad said, I'd rather look at green than I would look at bare field. So yeah, I managed to go and pull it around the other day with the power harrower. Grumpy Granddad went and ripped it up with a cultivator, and then I hit it with a power harrower while we were dressing up for sugar beet. And it actually still wet in the middle there, like everybody else is suffering with. As soon as you move your soil around, it's soaking wet underneath, like I've just been there, you know, there's moisture in there. And Chris is now commenting and saying how he needs either some irrigation or... Oh. Carl's waiting for me to come around the corner. Oh no. Thank you. You go. No, you go. Thank you. Lovely people. Yeah. You know when you get to a roundabout and they're like, oh no, you go. No, you go. Oh, after you. So the handlebar mustache is coming, Martin. I might even do it tonight. I just keep getting scared. I keep getting scared to shave my beard off in case Mrs. Farmer starts crying. But we'll get moved to I'm going to move this to the other field. I might even carry on. I mean, it's only 8 o'clock. Will I be future contracting potatoes? No, I won't, Eric. I never really contract my potatoes at all. I always just stick with a free market. It's like wheat. Dad's already sold a couple of loads of wheat for next year's harvest. So, what's Ian put? Is it me that fixes most of the big jobs around the farm, just like keeping the workload up? Snowing up there this morning. Do you mean down there, Ian? Down there? Snowing down there? You're right down the bottom of the country, Ian. You can't be up there. How big is my farm? About this big, I suppose. If you squash it all up. Martin, yeah, I'm gonna spray the cheese and onion on. I'm gonna spray the cheese and onion on afterwards, like you would for the pre-em, but a post emergent spray. Yeah, you put the cheese and onion on, but I mean we grew really salted last year, Martin, so I might mix it up a bit this year and just change it about a bit and put some salt and vinegar down. So. How much fun is the new tractor race car to drive? It's pretty good fun, mate. I still haven't got it, Eric. I can't keep commenting because everyone give the game away for people that don't know. I've kind of done it myself anyway, but Aberdeen. Ian, sorry, I thought it was Ian Jackson. I didn't read your last name, mate. Aberdeen. Pretty sure that's quite far up north. Yes, it is, mate. Yeah, I was talking to Ian Jackson a minute ago, Ian. So I was oh no, you're right down the bottom of the country. Sorry, I was concentrating on that. I didn't see it with you. John, I am about 280 hectares or something like that. So not a massive farm, just a small holding really. Enough to keep me and Grumpster busy. Yeah, enough to keep us amused. Yeah, it's all good fun, isn't it? Let's go farming. Yeah, let's go farming. How are you? You alright? Yeah, Grumpy Grandad's going to go out in the new whip. It's kind of for him, George, if I'm honest. It's so comfortable, aren't they? You know, you've been in one, George, so you know how comfy they are, mate. And when we were umming and ahhing about buying it, he was like, oh, I don't know, shall we? And then I was like, well, it'd be good at harvest, wouldn't it? And it'd be good on a straw, and it'd be good for muck. So I've just got to get a camera and put on the hitch, George. All I got to do. Yeah, Ian, thanks, mate. Yeah. What we got? I thought it was Zach Dingle going live on YouTube for a minute. I know. I need to sort the beard out, Steve. What do you reckon to a handlebar mustache? I'm going to go for a... Mrs. Farmer doesn't want me to do it, but I fancy the mustache, even if it's just for a week. I fancy the mustache, so... My dad had a mustache in the 80s, because he looked proper cool with it. Everyone had a mustache in the 80s, didn't they? And everyone seems to be getting mullets at the minute. I can't do a mullet, so I thought I'd go for the mustache. Just to keep things quirky, don't you? You want to make that camera on an arm so it swings up and down like a mirror? Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, that is the idea, mate. The mirror's already on there, so somebody's already put a cable for a camera on the end there, George. So that is what we'll do, my friend. That is what we'll do. Let me just see if I can change fields quickly. And this field here is the reason really why I wanted to do just run over stuff with the carrier, because it was all the muck. Weirdly, this is normally a softer field than the other one, and this one's taken more of a hit because it was more underwater, I guess. So, oh, where are we gone? Hang on, Fenlanders. Oh no, stop. Right, I don't want that. Come on. Like, there we go. That's the one. Right, we're up and running now. Where are you all? Seema, how are you? Do you plan to plant more acres of potatoes than usual? No, Eric. I wish I had it done, but no, I'm not planning on planting any more. Just simply because of the lack of seed, Eric, in this country at the moment. Lack of seed is shocking. There's just no seed around. Right, let me get there. Right, and back up we go. YouTube steering a stock play, yeah. There we go. You lot see this? Where are you? You probably see a little bit of it. And I am getting hot. The heater's on. God. Put some aircon on. Let me just get this unfolded and I'll be back with you. There we go, we're pretty good there. Oh, like a glove. Every time I do it, it gets a bit easier. Sorry, guys. Oh, hang on. You all. JM Poland, how are you? Hope you're well. Right, where were we? Norfolk. Someone's bought me one of your shirts. Polo shirts. We'll wear it in New Mexico. That's awesome. And confuse the natives. Don't worry, in Norfolk. They know me. They know me out here. We like that. Me and the colonials are good. Right. Come on, sat nav. Get cracking. So yeah, I just wanted to come and flatten these down. Hello from Russia. How you doing in Russia? I hope you're well. What are you up to in Russia? I hope you can understand me, and I hope your English is good enough to talk to me. So that would be cool. Now we're up and running. I can concentrate on this. When will you be getting the 9 meter disc? Eric, that is true. You're 100% right, mate. After buying this, I mean, this is a 6.5 meter, and look, it's only doing 22 litres an hour. I know it's a good time of the year, and we're not going to be struggling. We're not going to be struggling too much for traction this time of year. Well, you would think we shouldn't be struggling for traction too much, but yes, I do actually wish I'd bought a 9 meter Verdistat carrier, because 90% of the time this thing is going to be used in the summertime, and obviously this thing goes up to 42 litres an hour, so it's only about half. And no wonder I got problems with drainage. Look, see, the swans built a bloody nest in the dike. Couldn't have built it on the field. Ay. Max van Wanghoven? Welkhoven, is that right? Hello from the Netherlands. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're well. Max, are you a farming kind of guy? Do you do farming and stuff, or do you just like watching? Ian, Hoggard, all that years ago I worked on Verdistat equipment and knew at the point they were damn good. Hope part supply stays good. Yeah, well, Ian, I never wear anything up, do I? The discs on my drill from like 5 or 6 years ago are I still got the moulding cast on the edge of the disc, Ian. So these going to take a bit more of a hiding, but I'll probably do bearings more than I do discs, and the old disc will just go back on a new bearing. So a lot of dry weather, lovely beach chairs. Yes, a lot of dry weather. You can see the dust blowing in the background, can't you? Where are we? What are we? As long as you can get the traction, those deers will put it down. Will pull it. I know they will, Eric. I don't never struggle with. The only thing I struggled with around here is I tried to put a 5-leg subsoiler, a Buster, on this before, and it lifted it, and then it just ran out of weight. It ran out of weight to get the back wheels in the ground to pull it along. So I've no doubt whatsoever that this would pull a 9 meter set of discs, but it won't pull a 5-leg subsoiler. So I was like, I rang my cousin, can I borrow your 5-leg subsoiler? Yeah, you might struggle. No, I won't struggle, it'll be fine. He's got 300 horsepower on the front of his 5-leg subsoiler, so, you know, he was like, you will struggle, and I said, no, I won't struggle. And it turns out I did struggle. So, yeah, I just need the I need the weight of the tractor to get the traction, Eric, is what I need. Hang on, Ian, we could harvest stones. We could harvest stones up there. I know. I saw a field the other day, Ian, and I was like, you ain't gonna drill that, are you? And they were out there drilling it. So you can see why the likes of the weaving tine drills and the Claydon drills and stuff are all so popular. You know, you can understand why. I can completely understand why, if you've got a whole field full of stones, that you would want to why you would want to not do any kind of tillage at all, you know. Oh, come on. Hey, there we go. We're up and running now. All good. Flying along, Daniel. Soon get your fields done. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know what the work rate of this thing is. I guess you can look on here, can't you? Let's have a look on here. That's not recorded. Come on. It's on the arms at the minute, so right now we're recording. We'll see how much work rate we are actually doing, because it knows it's 6 meters wide. So wrong one. No, it still ain't telling me. Oh well. I'm doing a fair bit and I'm covering a lot of ground, you know. Every hour and a half I'm probably doing 20 acres or so. So, hello, Gary, Ribbon, hello from Somerset. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're well. How often did I hit those buried trees, Eric? Well, I did hit a lot of trees. I got a whole trailer load of trees back at the yard that we'll cut up at one weekend. As soon as I'm finished planting, I've got a whole trailer load of trees to sort out. And yeah, it was pretty emotional. I don't know if you can see on here, Eric. There's one patch there, one patch back there where I was digging them up, another patch in there, and then there was 2 or 3 patches down the other end of the field, Eric. So yeah, I was hitting quite a few of them, mate. Have you already started sowing? Yeah, I can't pronounce your name, but barley, rapeseed and sunflower in central Russia. Yeah, mate. Yeah, we kind of got the sugar beet in beside us, buddy. There's the sugar beet field, so the sugar beet's all drilled. Not up yet, but it is all drilled out there. And the potatoes are now going in, and all the wheat and stuff is all looking pretty good. But yeah, obviously different climate to you guys. Ripped 30 acres up with a KV cultivator today. New points to start the day. Turned them at lunchtime, and they'll be scrapped it. Oh my God, really, Ian? Is it that bad? I know. Dad's got some friends that farm stuff like that, and he's like, oh yeah, we put a new set of plough points on every day. They're like, hell, really? You can understand why then the direct drills are such a big hit. If you can just change the point on them every day, I guess, every day change the points on your drill and get your crop in the ground without having to do anything, that's the winner, isn't it? Lovely bit of sedge fenness, whiteness. Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah, who is that? I can't see what it says. Carbon fibre farming. Awesome. Lovely bit of awesomeness this is. I could do with some heat and I could do with some moisture. They're the 2 things I'm lacking at the moment. I really am. Well, you can see behind me how dusty it is, you know, so potatoes and sugar beet, I'm not too worried about not having any moisture for them, because obviously I've got irrigators lined up waiting to go. But you can see how cloddy my soil's got. It never goes cloddy. Look, you see all them lumps of clods and stuff, and it's like, it's not good for me. So I'm just out here trying to smash them up, guys. That's what I'm up to. Big hit, no pun intended. So Ian Jackson, I've got 2 Ians messaging me now, so that is going to confuse me a little bit. But I keep looking at the comments. Harvest stones, man. How do you harvest stones? Why don't you harvest them all out, Ian? We did land with the soil slumped down and then not be any good after you've harvested the stones. Northern Ian. Let's call him Ian North, and I've got Ian Jackson, Ian South. Oh. So I might have to pack up on this field. I can feel it pulling hard. I can feel it getting so powdery at the back there that carbon fibre farming. Hopefully you get your beet in, mate, and we get a little drop of rain so it breaks your clods down a little bit and gives the beet some moisture to go into. But I'm not too worried about my sugar beet at the moment. You know what? We're doing a live. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look and see what. Dusty. We're only got to get out of the tractor and get off my bum. But yeah, this is what I'm trying to break up. Just trying to give them a bit of a hard time, because look, that's like concrete. That'll go like concrete. You can see all the seashells in there, folks. You see all the little flecks of seashell? That's seashell. Seashells. All my soil's all seashells, Fenlanders. Right, where have we got a row? There somewhere. Let's have... Still loads of moisture in there. Oh, look. There's one. Ah, lost it. Just got a chit on it. I've just broken it off, but it's just got a chit on it. Look, it's just got his eye open. So sugar beet are chitting. Sugar beet are chitting, that's good, isn't it? I mean, I have to have a substantial amount of rain for mine to sort of cap, you know, but it has happened in the past. You know what the next thing will be, don't you, Fenlanders? The beat will all come up, and all you Sandyland boys, it'll all blow away in June, won't it? God, it'd be a nightmare. It's been a nightmare season to start with, so why wouldn't it get any different, you know? So who else is new? Who else is watching and ain't said hello yet? Come on, people. I got about 10% on my battery left to go, so iceberg rocks under the surface and try. Oh my god, that sounds like Ian, Northern Ian. I don't even want to think about that. That's kind of giving me nightmares. It's like finding the bog oaks. When you hit one of them bog oaks, bang, it stops the tractor dead. So that kind of scares the hell out of me. That does, finding a big old rock. Ian Jackson, yeah, I could have got out there and all the ladies on the channel though, they'd have been like, oh no, he's got his nuts out. And I'd have been banned from YouTube, Ian. So probably best I didn't do that. Norfolk, does your beet go to beet sugar and berry? Yes, it does, mate. Yeah. Mine actually goes. Most of it went to Wissy this year, so I'm kind of in between the two. Wissy and berry are both the same distance, but Wissy I think is probably easier for the lorries to get to. So it kind of cuts out Mildenhall 5 ways in that area where it's just horrendously busy all the time. So if you've ever heard the traffic reports, normally 5 ways is on there, and the lorries don't really like going that way if they can help it. So mate, Ian, Northern Ian, how many bits of machinery have you broken from smashing into rocks and stuff? Because I mean, I had to buy a whole new bracket and everything for my subsoiler the other year because it fetched the leg right off the subsoiler. I mean, that subsoiler was designed for like 100 horsepower, and now we've got twice the weight, and we're still pulling 3 legs. I could pull 4 leg subsoiler on my soil, but I can't pull 5. Very weird, isn't it? But I can pull 3 with like 80 or 100 horsepower. So that's very weird. All right, you're not doing 5 or 6k or 8k like you are with this, and this is just ticking over, pulling it. But if I wanted to, a little David Brown or something would pull a 3-leg subsoiler. So yeah, even with twice the weight and twice the power, I still can't pull 5 legs on my soil because I just can't get no grip. I can't get no traction. Vinnie Flynn, planting spuds and sowing barley in Dublin. The lad you met at Lama, yeah, you lot were awesome. So just as we were about to leave Lama last year, or this year, that we were just about to sell Grumpy Grandad off to you guys, Vinny, and send him off to the pub. Show you Irish fellas how you drink Guinness. I'd love to come over there and say hello at some point. We were trying to organise a Guinness trip to Dublin. Mrs. Farmer's birthday's in June, so we were going to try and get her a little boys trip out to Dublin with Mrs. Farmer on board as well. So we can't use shear bolt equipment now. I bet not, Ian. I bet as soon as you hit a shear bolt, it just fetches the bloody machine apart, doesn't it? But yeah, I mean, you can see where I came up here cultivating yesterday. It's just I had to come and pull it around, and I'm now trying to just flatten some of the lumps of clod and stuff down. I'm keeping my ear out for them rollers bunging up, because it is quite fluffy on this end of the field. That end of the field where all the muck pads were has packed down like concrete, and it's all rough, and I want to sort it out with this, you know. So this end of the field's so fluffy, that end of the field's bloody like heavy ground this year. Where I live in the Midwest, my eyesight's not as good as it used to be. In the US, I was 1 mile deep. Yeah, I bet it probably was 1,000 foot deep of ice. A mile deep of ice 1,000 years ago. Yeah, it's a job to know. Do you mean 100,000 years ago, Eric? Did you possibly mean 100,000 years ago? I bet it weren't 1,000 years ago, because 1,000 years ago there'd probably be people there roaming around, I should think. It's the same with here, Ian. Up until 300 years ago, maybe, all of this lot was all flooded. So all of this lot was all marshland, swampland and everything. And then 300-400 years ago, it was all drained and stuff. We do actually have a nice man coming out to do some digging on the soil. So we'll do some filming when we go out with him. And he wants to come and he wants to have a dig down of this stuff and get to the peat. And then I'll do you a layer of, I've got this white land on top, and then what I call white peat underneath, which is no good for growing anything. It's like pure sand. It really isn't any good for growing nothing on it. So am I working on Saturday? Yeah, I'll be working on Saturday. I've got to work all weekend this weekend to try and get me spuds in. I think the temperature's going to rise today, tomorrow. So we're going to have to put up with a -1 tonight, which will do my skyfall that's only just been drilled a good turn. We're looking at a -1 tonight, and then it's supposed to warm up. I hope it's supposed to warm up. What we got? Bog bodies to be found. Yeah, there is bog. It started 10,000 years ago. It's melted from there. Yeah, I bet it probably has. Ugh. Yeah, I suppose you're quite far north, aren't you, Eric, in the States? So you're quite far up there where it would have been, and all that ice brings down with it rocks and stuff, doesn't it? Much the same as my marshland here, just swallowed up the trees, and then more silt, and now we're starting to find them. So. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do love this carrier. It's a megabit kit, but it is becoming too fluffy. If you can believe it. I've still got some bits of wood to pick up as well. Me and Grumpy Grandad will find them. It froze here last night. Eric, have you started doing any kind of spring planting yet or not? Please tell me it's going to break soon for you, Eric. I may be going live on Saturday and Sunday because I'm going to end the video in a second. I'm going to end it here in a minute because otherwise I'm going to be my throat will go. I'm going to head back to the yard in a minute anyway. But yeah, lovely beach chairs. If you want to join us on Saturday and Sunday, I'm trying to do it live, so it's the right time for everyone across the world, because I've got people, who'd have thought it, a little old boy from the Fens has got fans all over the world. So I want to include everyone, and I want everyone to be able to join in, and I want everyone to tell me what they're up to, you know. I like the fact that everyone's come out here today and told me what you're up to. So I will end it now. I'll probably end it now, Fenlanders, and we should have a video out Monday. And I'll just keep doing a little live of what we're up to. If we get planting, I'll do some filming. I'll do a live when we get planting. But I'm going spraying. We got another one joining in. What's your Robert? How are you, mate? I hope you're well. What are you up to tonight, Robert? You're probably not working still, but yeah, Eric, look. This is a good idea of how flat it is around here, Eric. Ely Cathedral's just over where that sunny patch is, just under there, and I can still see the top of it from here. So that's about 20 miles away, 15, 20 miles away from me. Wee, wee, wee. So that gives you an idea just how flat it is. What we got there? How's it hanging? How's it going? Yeah, it's going good, Robert. I'm just, I got bored. All good, mate. using fun there, having fun there. Yeah, I'm having fun, mate. I'm having a whale of a time. I do love doing this YouTube. What have we got? MP47, Israel or Palestine? I don't really know. I mean, Palestine started it, so I'll go with Israel. But I don't want to get into politics too much. Even the water down here isn't that. Even the water down here isn't that flat. You got a deep end to your rivers, have you? I told you that would be yeah, you did, Eric. And Eric, one day I'm gonna venture out to your part of the world and come and say hello, mate. Like I say, I like hanging out with the Americans when I go to NASCAR. When I go NASCAR racing, which I've only done a few times, but you don't really get much better holiday than hanging out with about 200,000 rednecks. Only if they realise. Yeah, I know, Robert. I don't want to talk about it, mate. It's, somebody just asked a question on here, and I answered. So, yeah, you don't start a fight and then plead the victim, do you? So, yeah, that's what they kind of feels like they're doing. So that's what I'm going for, Robert. I do like to wake up and watch the news, but within 10 minutes, I want to throw the windscreen, the TV out the window. Just infuriates me at the minute. So I've stop watching the news as much as I can. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that on Monday. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into it now, but we'll talk about that, Eric, on Monday. Why there's been a lack of filming lately, so get rid of the TV. It's kind of getting to that point, Robert, where you don't want a TV, do you? It's just getting ridiculous. It really is just getting ridiculous. It seems like the whole world hates each other, and all I'm trying to do is spread a bit of love around. So that's all we can do, innit? I'm glad you got in here, Robert, before I disappeared. Anyway, yeah, right, Fenlanders. I mean, we managed to do an hour's live, so how cool is that? Thank you all. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, I am a bit sweaty now by the looks of it, so whew. The world is turned upside down, Eric. Yeah, it is. I don't know. I just don't know what the answer is to the rest of the world's problems, but I'm out here trying to feed world hunger, mate. So, hey, that's Spirit. Good day from Australia. Well, I won't end it just yet. Then I've got somebody from Australia coming in to say hello. Catherine Barnett. Is that how I'd say it? Good day from Australia. How cool is that? That's super cool. That cheers me up no end. It really does. Like, I really do have fun doing these lives, but I thought I'd try and do it at some point so the whole world can wake up or go to sleep and watch me, or wake up and go to sleep. So thanks, Norfolk. Yeah, well, I just want to have fun with it. I don't really want to get into political stuff, and I want to started this up to have fun and make a difference in the farming world, and I think we're doing one of them right now. So if you lot all get subscribing and keep pushing our channel further forward, we'll keep trying to work at the politics side of things. It's looking highly likely that we're going to have a new government in November that have little to no idea as much as what this government have got at running the country. So if I could get hold of someone to talk farming, it's looking highly likely we're going to have a Labour government, unfortunately. If I could get hold of someone of them to make a difference, to try and do something, then it's even better, innit? I'm not doing this for the money, I'm doing this for the fun of it. And then the clothing thing has just gone out there and made it even more fun, you know? So me and Mrs. Farmer have been out doing some modelling and stuff, so but yeah, farmer for president. I reckon I could do a good job of running this country. I'd have it sorted out in a heartbeat. Yeah, I know, Robert. I know. I mean, I don't. They got even less of a clue than what the current government have, but they got so little clue. I fear for the younger generation. I really do. I fear for my job if they get in. To be honest with you, mate. It's to the point where you don't want to be in business if you've got them people in there. You nearly finished drilling. Yeah, Sam, hello from Chipping Norton. Hello, Stephanie. How are you? I hope you're well. What are you up to in Chipping Norton tonight? Is it nice and sunny in Chipping Norton? Chipping Norton always sounds like a nice sunny place, so I always think it's always summer in Chipping Norton. Have I finished drilling cereals yet? If you missed the start of this live, I actually went and drilled some skyfall, some winter wheat in the middle of April, about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago. I went and actually drilled some skyfall in April, but the cut-off for winter wheat drilling time is the end of February. so wish me luck, Fenlanders, wish me luck. I don't know. Sam, I don't know whether that'll come to anything or not. It might get to this tool and it might have a head on it. It might get to this tool and have no head on it, but I don't know. Yeah, Catherine, it is 5 AM in the morning. I wanted to try and get it so it was all around the world, you know. It's even cooler. How hot is it in Australia right now? I mean, obviously you're going into your winter time, so you'll be springtime in Australia, I should imagine. Stephanie, there's no surprise, it's cold. No, it's cold. This is my sad face for spring. What are we on now? Because we've had winter, then we've had like fake spring, then a false spring, then a spring that's supposed to appear and never actually did, and then we're on to summer again. So this is kind of really autumn here, yeah. I bet it's still quite warm though, Catherine, in Australia. I bet it's still quite hot. I need to move this thing a bit closer to my eyes. Just finished spring drilling this afternoon, mate. Well done. It has been a nightmare, mate. It has been a nightmare. Sam, what I was saying on camera on my YouTube channel, which will be coming up next week, I was just saying I've got T1s to do, Sam, and I've got T1s to do tomorrow, some T1s to do midweek, and then some T1s to do on Friday next week. So oh yeah, it's a nightmare, isn't it? I've got 3 different crop stages of growth, you know, some after sugar beet. So some drilled in the autumn, some drilled through the autumn, some drilled after sugar beet, which was January time, and then some drilled even later than that. So I just really hot still in Queensland. Oh man, Catherine, would you do me a huge favour? And would you go outside, take a picture of the sun and email it to me, please? Forgotten what it looks like in the UK. We just finished spring drilling this afternoon. Yeah, got that one. It's really hot here still. Am I allowed to swear on camera? Am I allowed to swear on camera? But it's super cool that I've got fans in Australia or people watching me in Australia. I really appreciate it. Go and get subscribing if you haven't already. Sam, boss finished T0s. Yeah, I done T0s last week. And what have we got there? Catherine, it was daylight. If it was daylight, that's a good point. Yeah, it's probably dark. 5 AM. Boss finished T0s on wheat this afternoon. Now I've got to turn around and put T1 on. Sam, how many acres and hectares are you covering? I hope you're, I mean, if you've got a lot of hectares to cover, then by the time you've finished a week's worth of spraying for T0s, you'll be on the T1s, won't you? Or 2 weeks worth of spraying. Robert Higgins, Jackson Brothers harvest wheat, etc. in October. For autumn, I would have thought it would be about 6 months after us. Yeah, Robert, Australia's cycle is completely opposite to us, isn't it? So where we're coming into summer, they're coming into winter. So, well, are we coming into summer? Or are we having another winter? I mean, that is quite cute. Quite nice. The phone never does it justice. So, 2,000 acres, Sam. Yeah, that will explain a lot. 2,000 acres is what? A week's worth of spraying, I suppose, or 2 or 3 days of spraying, 3 or 4 days of spraying, maybe. I've only got like 400 acres to spray, and I'll get most of it done tomorrow. So, and then that'll just leave me a few things to do, a few bits and pieces to mop up next week, and then that'll be T0s, Where am I based, Sam? I'm based in like West Suffolk, as far west as you can get in Suffolk. So not far off the American air bases in Lakenheath. Feels like winter. Yeah, it does, Chris. Why does it still feel like winter? I know I'm in a t-shirt at the minute, but I've got the air conditioning on because I'm sweaty. I'm fat, so I'm fat and sweaty and happy. Thanks, Catherine. Yeah, we're all... Catherine, I can't get planting. As you can see by my soil in the background, it's so white. It's pure white. You go back and watch the start of the live. We had a waddle across the field, and you can see all the flecks of seashell and stuff in there. They're all ground down and turned my soil white. So where it's white, it reflects the sun, Catherine. So it doesn't warm up, and they're talking of a frost tonight, so -1. I want 10 degrees overnight every night and 20 degrees during the day for me to be able to go planting. I mean, my cousin Martin, he's planted his white field, so we'll see what the difference, if there's any difference. If there's no difference, I'll just drill when it's the right time, you know. But yeah, Catherine, we're hard working. We like farming, we love farming, that's why we do it, you know. Wisbech is no better, Jack. No, this is true, no, Uzbekistan, call it. Wisbech is no better. Jack, you see the cloud over Wisbech earlier? If I could see it coming, and I was like, oh no, I can see it coming, and it didn't look good over Wisbech way there earlier, so yeah, no, that's what we call Wisbech. I've got to stop calling it that, but I don't know why we call it that, but it's just out in the middle of nowhere, I guess. So rained in Kent late afternoon. What, you've had rain today, Robert? Got a few mates in Liverpool who would be interested in growing some crops. You'd be paid well, of course. That's kind of generous of you, mate, but I kind of like growing my crops myself. Yeah, no, I like trying to send some good weather your way, Catherine. Yeah, let's hope the sun does come out at some point, and then paint the soil black. I could put a Robert, I could put a big tarpaulin over, like a sun catcher over my soil. I don't like planting when we have cold nights. The potatoes just go in and then they just sit there, so they're better off, rather than being attacked by nematodes, the PCN problem that we have. Hello there from Nottinghamshire. How you doing, Andrew Massey? You alright? Hope is that Andrew that I know, Mr. Massey? Is that you? I haven't actually spoke to him for a few weeks, so that'd be interesting to talk to him. I hope he's well. I tend to just stay in Cambridgeshire. Yeah, let's just try and stay in Cambridgeshire. I like Wisbech. I like going there. I've got a few mates in Wisbech, so I go over there quite a bit to say hello to them, but of various different nationalities and stuff. Have a good rest and an evening. Stay safe. Better try and sleep before sunrise. Nice to meet you, and we'll catch you again. Thanks, Catherine. It's great. Right, I am going to finish now. I'm going to get to the end of the field, and then I'm going to go back to the other end, and I'm going to drop off. And I am going to head home at 8:30 at night. So, yeah, thanks, everyone. Appreciate it, and I will see you guys. I'll probably do some lives over the weekend, maybe another live tomorrow morning, and I'll try and catch one part of the world and then the other part of the world. So, cheers, guys. Bye now. Bye, all.